welcome to another brand new episode here on Carmlan's Farm. Yes, it's that time of the week again when we get another instalment of the old Carmlan's Farm and all the productions and everything that we do. But hopefully this is going to work, it might not. Like I say, it might not. it's not the best way to do it, I grant you. Possible, unless it's not quite low enough, maybe to hit the trigger. I don't want it too low, because obviously it's going to hit the... No, not going to work that one. I'll let plonk them down. Well, that went wrong way already. Right. Oh dear. Do you know, it's been going so well. Let's restart that, shall we? There we go. That's what. Hang on. I'm missing a pallet now. What have you done with one of my pallets? They were even. They were 6 there. Oh dear. Anyway, as I've said, I did just before I turned the mic on and the camera and everything else. I was doing a little bit just to make sure everything was okay, because that's another new trailer. Now I don't know if you can remember the last time, but when I bought the other curtain sider like that, every time when I first bought it, every time I walked near it, it used to lag really badly. If I was outside of a vehicle, if I'm in a vehicle, it doesn't affect it, but if I'm walking near it, it lags really badly. And I sort of couldn't really, I never knew why, and then suddenly it stopped. It didn't matter like where I was walking or whatever, it just didn't lag anymore. And I've just bought that trailer, like we said in the last episode, that I was going to buy a new forklift and a new trailer, because I was using the other forklift and the other trailer for raw meat production, and I didn't want to contaminate you know, my fresh goods like cakes and eggs and, you know, sort of stuff like that, and so therefore, you know, I said we'd buy another trailer and another forklift, which what we've done, and we'll obviously make sure that these two items, you know, the trailer and the forklift, stay separate from the raw meat. Anyway, so as I say, I don't know why, but it's lagging really badly again, and I'm not sure why. So it's a bit of a pest at the moment. But yeah, I was sort of just before I sort of turned out, I thought, well, I'll make sure the trailer works okay. I'll make sure, you know, blah 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 blah. And then as soon as I start recording, does it all go wrong? And I've been working away quite lovely this morning. I was thinking, oh, well, actually, this is very professional. I'm doing very well here. And then that happens. Never mind. Anyway, that's got these loaded. So what we want to do is we want to get these into storage. Although actually, we'll have a quick look to see whether or not there is a good price on anything, because it's always good to make money. Right, let's have a look. So we got barley, but we're not selling barley. We're not selling eggs. We're not selling wool. We're not selling silage. We're not selling hay. So cake. All cake is good. Cake is good. Honey is exceptional. Jeez, look at that. Okay, so we got some selling. It appears already that and sunflower oil as well is pretty good. Strawberries, we're not selling them because they're for our cakes. Meat, 793, so that's a little bit out at the moment, so we'll ignore that one. But yes, honey and cakes are what we're going to be selling. Just want to know why that's stopped producing again. Is it the strawberries that are out? Let's have a look. Factory. Let's have a looky. Yeah, it's strawberries that are out, so we need to get them filled up rapid because there is a very good price at the moment for cakes. Right, let's get this out of the way. And then what we need to do is we need to get that round there, because we're going to have to load up our cakes. We've got butter there which is going into there, we've got raisins there which is going into the cereal. I'm not going to bother with them at the moment. I don't need to bother with them at the moment because as I say, we still haven't got all of the produce that we need for actually what I could do is, yeah, I could do that. But I still need this here anyway because I eventually want to. What we'll do is, I don't know which way around to do this actually, because I'm thinking we've loaded the strawberries, get that into the factory, we can start producing cakes. We know that that factory produces cakes rather rapidly. So what I was thinking was get the cakes into storage, pick up the strawberries, get them over there, get that making cakes, and just keep stacking the lorry up, and we just keep sending the lorry. I could almost, where is it? There we go. I could almost do with another lorry and another forklift. Another lorry at least, because another lorry, I could take 2 lorries at once on Follow Me. Make even more money. But we need to make money because we're going to need to make some more fields. And once we've made more fields, we're going to need to grow obviously more crops and more produce because we're not growing enough to keep our factories running. But we'll do this the old-fashioned way so that we don't get no funny business, which is that one I do believe. There we are. Right, we'll get them round there. We'll get them offloaded and into the factory. Into the storage, and then we'll get the strawberries loaded and we'll get that producing cakes. Wasn't going to be a selling episode, got to be honest, but it could well turn into one now. Because there is money afoot and I'm sniffing it. And I want a piece of the action. So we'll get these unloaded, which is just here, which we need to press that. There we go. Excellent. And then we get into here, and then we'll load these into the storage. And then what we'll do is, there is a bit of a method to my madness. Hopefully everyone's not screaming at me now, going, no, you want to take them first. But I was thinking, if we put them into storage first, and then produce tons and tons more cake, we can just, at the end of the day, we can just have a really good selling thingy. I forgot that one has to be off the forks, doesn't it? Yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll then load the lorry with strawberries from here, because we're here, so we can then load the lorries with the strawberries. Has that double done it? Oh yeah, it has. Didn't think it had. So yeah, anyway, hopefully everyone is well and everything is going well, because it's a very rainy Thursday where I am at the moment, so drilling everywhere has stopped, cultivations everywhere has stopped. We've had quite a lot of rain overnight and then again this morning, and it's put a halt to everything. That was very low. I'm fairly certain you must have heard that on the microphone. That was very low. I'll tell you how low it was. When that banked and turned, I could see the United States helmet of the pilot of the plane. That's how low it was. Jesus, was that low? Crikey. For a second I wondered what the heck it was like. What the hell was that noise? And then it like came over, and just as it came over where I live, it banked really sharply to the left. And as it banked to the left from where I'm sat, I could see that, as I say, I could see the United States flag on the bloody helmet of the pilot. Wow. That was exceptional. I mean, that literally, I mean, there must have been a fairly good gap between ourselves and the bungalow roof and the pilot, but he was very, very close. There was a house opposite me, and I think that's why he backed, because I think he suddenly realised, oh, actually, there's a taller building beyond this little bungalow. But yes, that was very low. Crikey. Anyway, as I was saying, well, there's a lot of cakes in there now. As I was saying, the day's not going too bad, very wet, and as I say, not much farming taking place at the... Oh, no. Darn it. We'll have to get them out. That's fine. We'll have to get them out. Can't believe I did that. Well, I can believe I did that. It's me after all. And if something can go wrong, I usually find a way. But yeah, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to some lovely time-lapse and some nice music for you all. And I'm going to get these loaded, and we'll just crack on with the day on the farm. Let me know in the comments, do you prefer the one big block of time-lapse and then kind of... So you get the intro, the big block of time-lapse where I do sort of all of the jobs in the day that need doing, and then we sort of do the outro, and then we ended the video there. Do you prefer that, or would you rather I did time-lapse for a bit and then bit of time-lapse and then some talking and then a bit more time-lapse and then some talking and then a bit more time, like, you know, kind of let me know what's going on, because as I've said before, you know, I know I'm a new YouTuber and I know, you know, all of that, but I want to make sure that I'm producing the best content possible, and the only way I can do that is to get your feedback. And not many people comment on my videos, which is fine. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you know, I'm not bitching about that. But when people are not commenting, you know, and sort of saying, yeah, that's great, or I didn't really like that, or, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I sort of don't know which way to kind of go, and I think because of that, I've kind of just stuck with the same thing day in, day out, and just thought, well, no one's complaining, so it must be okay, sort of thing, when actually it might not be okay, but no one is kind of saying. So, you know, would you rather I did, you know, like, as I say, a bit of chat at the beginning, and then we do, you know, some time lapse, and then we do a bit more chat, and then a bit more time lapse, or whatever. You know, just kind of sort of let me know, because you know, obviously I want to produce the best content that I can. I want to keep YouTube going, but you know, sometimes with sort of the lack of views and, as I say, sort of kind of a bit of interaction as well, you know, it sort of kind of does, it doesn't get me down, because, you know, it's not worth all that, but I kind of sort of don't really know where I'm at, if you know what I mean, if that makes any sense. I'm probably not making any sense whatsoever, but right, what we'll do is we'll move this lorry right the way down there, and we will park it on the end here. We'll get it filled up with strawberries, and then put it about here. And the reason I put it about there is because I've got a feeling that all of that will go in there. All of these strawberries will go in there, and all of the well, most of the other side, so we'll put them there. What we'll do is we'll double take as well. We won't just take one like we've just been doing, but I was only doing it that way because we were very close to the lorry, and so therefore I didn't really think that it made much difference. As for the plane, by the way, it did come up on my computer today, because I'm really into my planes. Not so much military, more civilian, but you know, I still like to keep a a little eye on the military and what's going on where. And as I've said many times before, I live really close to a bombing range where they fire live ammunition and missiles and all stuff like that. And today is the day that apparently there is F-15s, there is Eurofighters, there are helicopters, and all of that. And I think as well, I think the Army's doing some exercises there as well. So we've got some tanks that I've seen go by as well. So whether that was where they were going or not, I don't know. But I'm right in the middle of so I'm in the middle of nearly all of the RAF bases based in this country in the east. So there's 2 at Lincoln, and we see the planes from them. Then we've got 2 in King's Lynn. We've got Mildenhall, which is the American air base. I think one of the 2 in King's Lynn is also an American air base. But Mildenhall is the biggest American air base that I know, certainly around this area. And I've been there several times because I've said before about how I like go racing, and one of the racetracks that I go to at Mildenhall is right on the back of the American air base. And when the Americans are landing their B-52s and their I can't think what they call it. A Hercules, I know them as, but it's not the proper name for them. But when they're landing them, the racing has to stop while they come in because they're so low, and their engines, and because the track's shale, the engines blow all the dust and the muck up, and the drivers can't see and the spectators can't see, so you now get a warning that there's a plane coming and to take cover. Which I don't normally. I normally stay out there because if you're the correct side of the wind, then obviously the dust doesn't affect you and you can watch the planes coming in, and I quite like that, so. But anyway, as I say, I'm going to switch over to some time lapse now, and I will see you all on the other side after some relaxing music. Bye for now. And I'm back. So the first half of this week's video of Carmland's Farm is complete. We are obviously we're getting the olive harvester down there, and we are going to be doing some olive harvesting in the next episode, as well as selling the cakes and the honey. So we've also got that to do as well, but actually can't harvest the olives yet. Well, actually, I might be able to. No, we're going to struggle to harvest our olives at the moment because we've got nowhere to tip our trailers. Yeah, so we will harvest the olives in the next episode. I've not suddenly just changed my mind. I do have this stuff planned out. I do know what, I know you wouldn't believe it, but I do know what I'm doing. Apart from when I crashed the olive harvester into that post. Honestly, as I was driving towards it, I was thinking, oh, I've got loads of room there, I'm nowhere near it, and then I just bumped it. So not so great, but yeah, so we'll somehow get the olives harvested. Not sure how we're going to. We've got a gap up here, actually. If I do remember correctly, I think there's a bit of grass up here, isn't there? We can park our vehicles on there, because what I need to do, obviously, is get the olive harvester in, but I also need to obviously get the olives off when we come through. Yeah, we can park up here. Look, it'll mean a bit of travelling to and from, but that's fine. As I say, we'll get the olives up here. What we'll do is, as well, we'll bring the lorry and the tip trailer down. Well, I might even bring the New Holland and that Richard Weston down. I have altered the capacity for that trailer for this series, only because otherwise, episodes are just going to be me shoveling poo all the time. I very nearly slipped up there, didn't I? Yeah, they're just going to be me shoveling poo all the time. So I have raised the capacity of that trailer, just so that we don't just have episodes of me doing sort of one job, because the trailers are standard. It's the only trailer that is like that, and I can't see me using it for harvest and stuff like that, although it would be helpful, just because I don't have auto drive set up on this map properly, and the course play auto drive, if you like, is a little bit unreliable, but yeah, so as I say, it would be helpful to have this through harvest, just as well, because we could be getting on with other stuff while this trailer would just keep the combine continually going. But I don't know about that, because I don't. The thing is, I know I'm going to be breaking the rules anyway, because I'm going to be using a cotton harvester. But at the same time, I don't want to be breaking all the rules, or do you know what I mean? Like, I want to try and keep it as sort of authentic as I've been doing, because we're in our 8th year now on the game, and or on this map, on this save, and I've been doing it properly, so I want to try and carry that on as much as I can. But cotton is something I've always wanted to do. I must admit, sugarcane is something I've always wanted to do as well, but we'll see about that one, because that one will take quite a while, although again, you could use a forager with a head, excuse me, with a header that's converted to chop up sugarcane. I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to end this video here, although I had some more stuff that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to do just before we ended the video. I'm afraid my voice is about to give up again, so I'm going to end the video here. As I say, the next video will be the second half of this day, and we will get some olives done. We'll get some other jobs done as well. We'll sell some cakes and some honey, and we'll see where we're at after that. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you haven't done already, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.